I'll be dealing with hypertension. Hypertension is high blood pressure. Now the heart pumps blood into the arteries by alternative contraction and relaxation. As a result, the pressure rises within the arteries known as blood pressure. The blood pressure is measured with blood pressure cuff and is recorded as systolic and diastolic. Systolic pressure is the pressure following the contraction of heart. The diastolic pressure is when the heart is in relaxation phase. Normal systolic pressure is 120, normal diastolic pressure is 80. Normal blood pressure is referred as 120 by 80 millimeters of mercury. Normal blood pressure is the pressure between 90 to 110 millimeters of mercury in the systolic side and 60 to 79 millimeters of mercury in the diastolic side. Pre-hypertension is between 120 to 139 millimeters of mercury in the systolic side and 80 to 89 millimeters of mercury in the diastolic side. Stage 1 hypertension is between 140 to 159 millimeters of mercury in the systolic side and 90 to 99 millimeters of mercury in the diastolic side. Stage 2 hypertension is 160 to 179 millimeters of mercury in the systolic side and 100 to 109 millimeters of mercury in the diastolic side. Stage 3 hypertension is when it is more than 180 millimeters of mercury in the systolic side and 110 millimeters of mercury in the diastolic side. Typically, both systolic and diastolic pressure tend to climb or fall together, but that's not the case always. We can have systolic hypertension or diastolic hypertension where one number is normal and other is really high. In that situation, it is known as isolated systolic hypertension or isolated diastolic hypertension. Having high blood pressure is a serious problem for the blood vessels because it causes wear and tear in the endothelial cells, which are the lining inside of the blood vessels. High blood pressure in long term can cause tiny cracks and tears in the blood vessels, which can lead to myocardial infarction, stroke and aneurysms. About 90% of the hypertension happens without clearly identifiable underlying reasons, which are known as primary hypertension or essential hypertension. Some of the risk factors are old age, obesity, salt-heavy diet and sedentary lifestyle. Except old age, others can be improved by lifestyle changes which can help reduce the hypertension. About 10% of the time there is a specific underlying condition that can cause hypertension and we call it as secondary hypertension. Anything that limits the blood flow to the kidney or renal blood flow can cause hypertension. Things like atherosclerosis or vasculitis. This is because kidney plays a super important role in the regulation of blood pressure. When not enough blood is flowing to the kidney secretes hormone named as renin, which ultimately helps the kidney in more water retention. This water contributes to more fluid in the arteries, making them full, which leads to more pressure. Other disease can also cause secondary hypertension. For example, fibromuscular dysplasia, which affects the younger woman, can cause large or medium-sized arteries to thicken, and if in case it involves renal arteries, which limits the blood flow to the kidney, it triggers more renin. Another one is the tumor, which produces aldosterone. Just like renin, aldosterone also helps the kidney in more retention of water, which leads to more pressure. Another way to categorize hypertension is benign hypertension and malignant hypertension. Benign hypertension is a hypertension in stage 1 and stage 2 which causes no immediate symptoms. Malignant hypertension is severe and it is the stage 3 hypertension and can cause increased intracranial pressure and organ damage. Do like and subscribe and comment below to the topics you want to know more about, and do not forget to share with your friends.